Talk shoes. Recorded live.
Crazy Insane Radio, Episode 9, a Rich Vernado production. Good evening, this is Hugh Millardson with CRGY News. And today we're going on a Man in the Street interview with ordinary citizens to get their response and reaction to the Senator Quint funeral. Hello, mister. Could you tell us your response to the coverage of Senator Quint's funeral? Yes, sir. My name is Frank, and I've been raised in these parts, and I watched Senator Quint come up. I seen him bring the paper doll in Murgatroyd factory, the factory here to Murgatroyd City. And my wife Suki and I was watching TV the other day when the funeral was going on, and we seen that Vincini Al with the makeup corporation throw a flower down on his casket. Suki started crying. She was touched by that, and hell, if every one of them that touched him had been there, they wouldn't have had room for all of them. Anyway, you see how much money they spent on that funeral? Hell, they spent more money burying him than it takes to build one of them there Apache helicopters. Didn't you or me die, they just sewed us to the ground and poured dirt over us, and that'd been all she wrote. That'd been the end of it. Thank you, sir. Thank you for your response.
She's fast and she's smart. She is stylishly brazen. She is the little Ms. Fancy Pants in your family. With new Slide Eat 2, the boys will slide right over next to her. Slide Eat 2, for the little Ms. Fancy Pants in your family. New from Vincini
Super
Cosmetics.
Deluxe Ultra Burger. You can now get the new Super Deluxe Ultra fries. And don't just make those fries a double, make them a double. And this week the new Super Duper Deluxe Ultra Drift Soda Pop is also a double. At Drifties.
Welcome to Opinion Radio, where you can call in with your opinions. And we have a caller on line 1. Yeah, it's Uncle Frank here, out at Flat Town. We, Miss Suki and I, like to listen to your show, and I like to call into these things, too, with my opinion. And she can tell you I've got an opinion about everything I do. I've got an opinion. Well, you know about this young man, this Anderson Quint Jr., you know, the son of that senator that got shot, and I see now where he's running. Well, you know, he's had a silver spoon in his mouth since he was born, and all he did was hang on to his daddy's coattails the whole time his daddy was a senator. And I have another opinion I want to express, and it's about this old Murgatroyd serial killer investigation. I don't know why they can't catch the son of a bitch. I mean, the cop count pedestrian III was involved in that, too, you know, and Lieutenant Skeeters couldn't get him before he flew out of the country. And now I've seen that press conference on TV yesterday where Lieutenant Skeeters claims that this assassin they've arrested, that sniper that shot Senator Quint, now they're trying to claim that old Count Pedestrian III was behind that, too. Well, you know, if the truth ever comes out, I think he's behind this flashy paper doll thing. I think that whole damn thing, and they can't catch her either. I think that whole thing, I think Count Pedestrian's the one that's behind that, too. And I think they ought to string him up as high as they can. You've seen what they did to royalty back during the French Revolution, don't you? I knew he was trouble. I knew he was Euro trash from the first time he came to Murgatroyd. And look at him, over there just with his nose in the air. I don't care if he's a count. I don't care if he's a duke. I don't care if he's a prince. I don't care what he is. If he's involved in this assassination and if he's behind this flashy paper doll thing, I think they need to bring him in to justice. Now, that's my opinion.
Hello. Well, I guess I am caller number 2. I just want to say that I went by yesterday where they were filming the new movie based on Apron Head, and I want to tell you I think it's a mockery against all of the poor people who worked there and who lost their jobs when it was burned down. I think it glorifies Apron Head, and quite frankly I do not plan to go see it. And I think the director, Anastas Bulimi, needs to have his head examined for even making this picture. I think it's absolutely outrageous. Good evening, listeners. It's time for Trash Talk Call-In Radio with your host Julietta Slidestepper. Tonight we are discussing scandals of Murgatroyd. So call in your favorite scandal. Okay, call number 1, you are on the air. Go ahead, caller number 1.
Talk shoes. Recorded live.
Hello there, Julietta. This is old Uncle Frank here. This is my first time to call in this CRASS radio show. I've been calling over there at the CRZY opinion show. You know, I've got an opinion about everything. Anyway, I was flipping channels tonight, and I heard y'all and seen where y'all's going to be on and everything. And I like talking about all these scandals that are going on here in Murgatroyd, and you know there's been a bunch of them the past few years. I think all of y'all probably remember when Vincenzi Gal was on the stand during that old Senate committee on his own television, the hearings about that old face cream that she messed with. It burnt all them women's faces, you know. She tampered with face cream and stuff. I think they said she put some kind of low-level acid in there, and thousands of women nationwide sued the Vincenzi Cosmetic Company. And anyhow, Senator Quint, of course, was the one that was the chairman of that city committee, and then, of course, Judy got involved with him, and then after she got involved with him, well, you never heard anything else about it. Now, I know there was some kind of a lawsuit or something rather like that they settled, and a bunch of the women got, I don't know how much, but, I think it'd be damn interesting if one of them women that got her face scarred by that Vincenzi face cream would call in and talk about it and everything. Of course, you know, everybody knows there's this Murgatroyd serial killer they can't seem to catch, and he's killed, I don't know, 21 people, is it so far, something like that? And now he's taunting that old Imogen gal on the TV over there at CRZY. She made a mistake of picking on him on the air and calling him names, and now he's after her. And she came on the other night and talked about she's receiving death threats and everything else. I don't know why they can't catch him, but hell, they can't catch the damn paper doll either. I mean, they've been looking for that flashy paper doll for weeks now, and they can't seem to get her. Now, whatever this wooden thing is, it escaped. I seen on the bulletin last night that surrounded the laboratory and everything else, and flashing that old wooden thing knocked Dr. Getrick out. They said he's unconscious. He was taken over there to Mercy Hospital and all and what have you, and I'm glad he's all right. You know, I don't have anything against the man. I don't even know anything about the man. I mean, I wish they could catch this paper doll, and I wish the hell they'd catch this wooden thing, whatever it is. But, I mean, if they can't catch the serial killer, how the hell are they going to catch these people? So that shows you the kind of police force we've got here in Murgatroyd. They can't do the job. They don't know what they're doing. Anyway, I've said my piece. That's all I've got to say about all of this tonight. It's been Uncle Frank, and thank you. Welcome to Opinion Radio, where you can call in with your opinions. And we have a caller on line 1.
Yeah, it's Uncle Frank again. Y'all used to me calling in. I call in with my opinion a lot. Anyhow, you know, they hadn't found flashy paper doll, all that wooden thing for days now, and that old senator on TV with them hearings said she couldn't have just dropped off the face of the earth. They think Dr. Getrick must be hiding her in that wooden thing out somewhere. I don't know. But anyway, I'm going to tell y'all something that I ain't never told anybody else before, but I feel like going ahead and talking about this, especially now that they can't find her and they don't know where she is, and there ain't no telling where she's at. Anyhow, one of those days when we was out driving around, me and Aunt Suki, we got us a double over at the Grifties, and we seen this time we seen that clown chasing her, and instead of a pair of scissors, he had a staple gun with him. And she ran off into Dead Center Park, and she got her foot caught in one of them bushes, and it tore part of her foot, And she was stuck there, and this clown was catching up with her. And Aunt Suki said, "Frank, you got to help her. You got to get out and help her." And I said, "No, we don't want to get involved." But she kept on, and I felt sorry for Flashy. Anyhow, I went ahead and I got out, and I happened to just have a roll of Scotch tape there in the car. And so I went over there, and I was able to get her foot taped back together, and what have you. And that clown was getting closer, and I thought, well, I sure don't want him to go after me with that staple gun. But anyhow, once I made sure Flashy's foot was taped back on, I let her take off, and she ran as fast as you can get. And I seen the cloud coming. I got back in the truck, and me and Suki took off, and we left. And I'll tell you what, it wasn't a week later, and we was over there at Dead Center Park, and that clown hung himself on the statue. I called in about that when that happened. Anyway, that's what I got to say tonight. This is Uncle Frank, and thank you.
Welcome to Trash Talk Radio with Julietta Slidestepper, the show where we trash everything and everybody and you call in with your comments. And we now have a caller on line 1. Line 1,
Yes,
go ahead.
Uncle Frank again. I was watching TV the other day, and I seen where Senator Devane made a speech at that new paper doll factory. And of course, we didn't get to watch all of it because Suki wanted to watch her soap. We had to flip over to Heart's Desire and all. And I was sitting there reading Murgatroyd Times. There's nothing in there anymore except them columns by Imogene Skowski. And I've seen where her daddy was released. He's back there at the church again. He came on TV and told everybody it was the serial killer that kidnapped him. But you know what? That don't make a lot of sense to me. Why did he let him go? It's the first time he's ever let anybody go. I mean, all them women, he killed all of them. Something don't add up. I don't think it was a serial killer that kidnapped Dr. Slakowski. That's just my personal opinion, as they say, but I don't believe it's him. I think he's not coming forward with something. I think he's holding something back. I haven't figured out what it is yet, and I may not ever figure it out, but I believe he's holding something back. And you know what, this skateboarder kid that disappeared, I don't think he's missing. I don't believe he's a victim of the serial killer. I think he just ran away. I think he just ran off. Kids do that all the time. He'll turn up in some other town or city or whatever. I don't think he was kidnapped or abducted or anything. I think he just ran off. Now that's what I think. And this is Uncle Frank, and thank you. Well, Imogene, I brought you another cassette tape in the mail. Listen to it and take a peek into my tormented childhood. You've written one best-selling book, The Ineffectual Male. Perhaps you'll write a biography, a true crime story about me, the Murgatroyd serial killer. You see, when I do go out I'm going to go out with a bang. Oh, I intend to take all of Murgatroyd with me. I'm never going to give up, and they'll never take me alive. I plan to stick around for a little while before my final act. So enjoy this little cassette, Imogene. Good day.
Hello. No one is available to take your call. Please leave a message after the tone.
Hey, Edna. This Uncle Frank here. Listen, that Jaco came by here last night on that motorcycle at 2 o'clock in the morning and woke me and Suki up. Let me tell you, she's just about to have a heart attack. I'll tell you what. And you tell him not to ever come over here again at this time again like that. And she can't take it. Her nerves are shot anyway. Anyway, he said he left the boys with you, you know, Apron Head and little brother over there. And I don't mind y'all coming by, but don't bring them over here. Don't bring them over here. Aunt Suki's nerves can't take it, and them two little brats are just like their daddy. They're nutty as a fruitcake, just like their daddies. He wasted his brain on drugs and rolling around with that motorcycle gang. And that's exactly what's wrong with Apron Head and the other one both, is by that damn stepdaddy of theirs, the way he's raised them. And I wonder how long he'll be gone on the motorcycle this time. Well, I wish y'all luck, you and Didna taking care of them, but don't bring them over here. All right. Thank you. It's Uncle Frank. Thank you.
Opinion Radio, where you call in and express your opinion. Opinion Radio, Opinion Radio, Opinion Radio.
Hello, Julia, this Uncle Frank here. Well, I'm ashamed to admit it, and I wish I'd seen it. Wish I'd put two and two together sooner, but I'm accidentally connected to this damn Murgatroyd serial killer, and Lieutenant Skinner's been out here talking to me, and them cassette tapes that he sent to Imogene Sakowski over there at the news. Well, you know, a lot of that was from that answering machine of the Pedna twins. See, I'm related to them, the Pendleton twins there in Flattown, you know, Pedna and Didna. They raised Apron Head and his brother Eric, and I never in my mind would have figured out that this serial killer was this Eric Niedermeyer kid. And see, I used to babysit them boys, not by choice, believe that. Pedna and Didna used to just bring them over here and drop them off, and they were holy terrors. They drove my wife, Aunt Suki, crazy, and you know, she's had a nervous condition and a heart condition for 40 years now, and them boys just would go wild when they was over here. I had to get rid of them several times, send them home and put them in the road. One time they set 5 of Aunt Suki's chickens on fire. One time I took them in the drifties, and Apron Head just ran all over the damn place, flicking the lighter on and off, on and off, and on and off. I'd take lighters away from him and put them up, and somehow or the other he'd get them and find them. But anyway, I never seen this coming. I did not see this, that it was Eric that was one that is a serial killer, and I do hope to catch him, because now, I mean, hell, Murgatroyd's burning to the ground. I mean, I'm glad me and Suki live over here at Flattown, I'll tell you what. It's a sad day. Anyway, thank you. Thank you.
The house. In the house. In the house. You are now in the mix. In the house. In the house. Playing the best old school classics, hip hop, R&B, and today's hottest music.
Come on up there, good dad. Here at CRASS where I'm spinning the hits, I'm playing the oldies, I'm playing the goldies, I'm playing the newbies, I'm playing the groovy, I'm playing the rubies. And we also are going to have some calls, too, some call-ins. Of course, we're going to do the Trash Talk Radio here. I'm going to spin a little vinyl first, play you a few tunes, and then we're going to get off into some Trash Talk Radio, where you call in with your opinion no matter how outrageous it is. Trash Talk Radio. This is DJ Mata Perkins, and here comes a hit. That's right. You're tonight. Ooh, that's right. Ooh, that's right. That's right.
Sensational hit, sad, hungry girl crying in the
I'm Mr. Clark. You went to Arby's. The movie broke up. You slept in the keys. Now we're apart. I see you at Dairy Queen. And just last night, at Dairy Queen. I see the sad, hungry girl crying in the rain. I see the sad, hungry girl crying in the rain. You broke down and you cried at the Johnny's buffet. Then I saw you down at Taco Bell just yesterday. I didn't get meals. What can I say? It takes a lot more than two good food to make me stay. Sad, sad girl, crying in the rain. Yes, she's a sad, hungry girl, crying in the rain.
Trash Talk Radio. Talking trash here at CRASS. And we have a caller now right here on line 1. Go ahead.
Yeah, it's Uncle Frank here. I seen where they begun to rebuild parts of Murgatroyd and all, and I just wonder how long it's going to take them to get Drifties back, built up back again. You know, my wife ain't Suki, and I used to go in there every week and get us a double. We've done that for the past 40 years or some odd like that and all. And, you know, whenever that dead center park over there was burning up, the whole north end of it was on fire, but by God, them National Guard stood guard in front of that Statue of Liberace. They made sure nothing happened to that Statue of Liberace there and all. And, of course, I don't think it would have burned anyway. It's made out of some kind of a concrete or stone or whatever it is. I don't know what it's made out of, but I don't believe it would have caught on fire anyhow. But I wonder where all them skateboarders now are going to go now that that dead center park's burned. I guess they'll put another skate park in there where it used to be maybe and all. Yeah, I wish I knew. Anyway, that's it. That's all I got to say today. Thank you. Opinion Radio. Greetings, everyone. I'm Monica Gdansk here with Opinion Radio, where you call in your opinions, no matter what they may be, right here on the air. And it looks like we have a caller on line 1. Yeah, there's a Uncle Frank here, and I guess I dialed right number is just on for dance. Anyhow, I'm trying to get the opinion show. I was going to tell you what happened yesterday, because it's got me sold. I just don't know what to make of it. Well, you know, at Suki and I was out driving around like we ever do every day in my pickup, you know. And we'd been to that new Super Deluxe Drifties that they just built. The one just opened up, you know, replaced the one that burnt down. Anyway, we got us a triple, and I was wanting to go that new casino over there that just opened up, you know, that one with the flashing peacock sign above it, you know, neon peacock sign flashes on and off. Anyhow, I can't think of the name of it right now, but Aunt Suki didn't want me to go, you know, she's scared I'd lose all my money. She said, Frank, all you're going to do is just go in there and lose all their money in them slot machines, you know, but I was wanting to go in there, you know, and try them out and see what was happening, but we tried to find a parking place, you know, busy place, man, that was just packed, let me tell you, and I seen this skateboarder, the one, you know, that's missing, that Timmy boy, whatever, they claims that he was kidnapped by the serial killer and that he seen the serial killer burned to death. Well, let me tell you what, I don't believe that for a minute. I seen that ceremony on TV where Senator Devane paraded him across the stage and pinned a medal on him, a bravery or hero award, whatever it was, and I seen that kid claim he seen the Murgatroyd serial killer burned to death. I don't believe that for a minute. I think that whole thing was rehearsed. It was staged. I think that Senator Devane put that kid up to saying what he said, and I just don't think that they want the public to know that they can't find him, that they just can't find him. And they think, well, they'll just calm everybody down if they think the Murgatroyd serial killer burned up, in the fire and all. That's just my opinion there. But anyhow, let me tell you what happened yesterday. So anyway, this kid was skating there in front of the casino, and this man in a hat stepped out. And I got to looking. I said, Dad, I said, that's that same man that used to come into the Dead Center Park when I was a kid. And she said, no, Uncle Frank, that was 60 years ago now. You're losing your mind. That can't be him. That might have been his granddaddy that you seen or his daddy, but it can't be the same man. That's what she told me. I said, now look, that's him. I recognize him. The way he motions with his hands, gestures he makes when he talks, and the way he stands there, and even that hat, the way he is dressed, it's the same guy. I told Aunt Suki. And I believe to this day that it's that same man. I don't know how that's possible because he hadn't aged today. He still looked the same as he did back when I was a kid and all, but I think he's that same man. Now, there's my little opinion, and that's what happened to me yesterday. That's my account. So, thank you.